We back, baby?
We back, baby. It's your boy Black Freckles, a.k.a. Hype.
It's your boy Rebel, and this is indeed
the Raw Hype, man. You know something weird about me going by Hype, right? Everyone knows me as Hype, right? Mm-hmm. But I also go by like Black Freckles now on the internet, right? So it's like Hype is my real name and shit, and like Black Freckles is like my new, yeah. And I of course keep the name Hype because literally that's what everyone knows me as, and the Raw Hype, and you know.
You would rather them call you by Black Freckles?
Of course not. I would never want anyone to call me Black Freckles. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good moniker for the internet. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It's a good internet name. So I get that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But yeah, it's always weird. It's like I feel like I have a bunch of names and shit.
You know what's also good for the internet? The fact that we back for another week of that thing.
You know how that go, man.
Nicknames are important, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, nicknames are important, man. I'm one of those people. You know how you have an old nigga? My pops was this nigga. An old nigga that just give people nicknames?
Yeah, I'm that nigga.
I do that.
That's me. There's people today. Nigga, I was on Facebook the other day, and this girl that I used to call Granny back in high school, I called her by her real name. And then she's like, man, you must be upset. You calling me by my real name. And I was like, well, I wasn't really thinking about it, but then I thought about it. You want me to openly continue to call you Granny on the internet? It's like I was in high school, yo.
Me and my nigga Tony, bro, we used to always have these different names for girls that we was fucking with, and we'll know which girl he talk about based on what he called. Like that nigga used to have a girl named Titties.
Pretty self-explanatory.
And I used to have a girl called the Mary Breezy. Like, yeah, man, the Mary Breezy finna come over.
That's clearly a man thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's people I have that with that you'll never know who we talking about.
And it's not even like we're trying to speak in code. It's like literally
it's
like funny. That's who you are to a nigga. Titties and the Mary Breezy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like no bullshit, bro. And I'm talking we had over the course of us kicking it hard, I'm talking 20 names that we were referred to. Like I used to have this one shorty that worked at Applebee's. We used to refer to her as Applebee's.
That's what you do. Make it simple. Me, what I would call somebody who work at Applebee's, I will say 2 for 2. Or 2 for 20. Like the joke to us would be 2 for 20, and it's like, what the fuck is that?
For us, it wasn't even like almost like a joke. It was literally like their name. Like I said, like it'd be like Applebee's coming through, because you know how like let's say you got a friend or a family member or a girl or some shit that your homie don't know that well. So instead of saying her name and he don't know what the fuck you talking about, even though you call her by her name when you speak to her, you know what he know her as. Yep, so I'd be like, nigga, Applebee's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like
cut the who?
It'd be like you was with me. I bagged the bitch at Applebee's, and I told you a couple stories about the bitch from Applebee's. So then it's just like, nigga, you know Applebee's. And you like, oh yeah. And then you picture in your head because you were with me the one time that you seen her. You be like, oh nigga, I know exactly who you talking about.
And nigga be like, man, nigga, you know who I seen today? Who? Applebee's. And why do
like no bullshit?
Hey, I guess we aren't the ones to answer that, but do women do that as well?
Got to.
It has to just be the thing to do, actually.
Yeah.
Instead of hey, I want to be nicer to women on this show, man.
You need to be, man.
The other day, you was making some remarks about some remarks that I made, and I was like...
That I remade.
I was about to say
But that's who you are, man. You an attacker, bro.
Like I want to, You
just ain't the attacker you used to be, and I give you credit for that, but you're still an attacker, man.
To clear my name real fast, right? I just be trying to elevate everyone. Right? And I be seeing a lot of times women put themselves in position to be used by people that shouldn't be allowed to use them. And they're only able to do that because they're using you based on dated ways of how you operate that they have hacked. So if
you want to know my problem with you, man? You want to know you know what, like, why I fucks with the Raw Hype, bro? Because sometimes I get a revelation of something that I've never said before, and it's a way that I thought, but I've never been able to say it before. And you just said something that made me say, this is a problem I have with you.
Give it.
Is that you want everyone to be elevated to your definition of elevation.
No.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example of how you do.
Give it to me.
How you sent me a screenshot and you was talking to somebody recently and you gave them the remedy for things. And I said, nigga, don't nobody want to hear that remedy. Leave them the fuck alone. And then when you see me in person, you say, man, I'm going to always give my remedy. And the reason that you give that remedy is because you want them to be up to your speed.
I want them to be informed.
According to you.
No, according to information.
No, it's according to you.
No, sir. You have an ailment. I have what I've seen to be used as the remedy. If I give you the remedy, you say, "Oh no, I don't give a fuck about that."
I seen it be used as a remedy means according to me.
And see, and this is why I love the Raw Hype, because I hate when he does that shit.
It's the truth.
It's not the same thing.
It's the truth.
That's what I'm sharing. If you hurt your knee and I say bandages work on your knee, that's not rebel thinking bandages works. Is that some rebel bandage status? It's bandages work.
I'm not saying you made it up. I'm saying I'm giving you this information so you'll know what I know.
To aid you. It's not for you to know what I know. It's to aid you.
I can only aid myself by knowing what you know.
Applying what I know.
Okay.
I know it.
But that's
you need it.
You're telling me exactly.
Yes.
I need it, but I need it according to you. You being right about that doesn't mean that there is anything wrong with that. I know this is right. I give it to you because I know that it's right. It's the same thing that we do on the Raw Hype. I know that you'll be better off if you do this, so I give you this information so you'll do this and be on my level. It's essentially
not a level thing, because remember what finish the sentence or finish the statement. As when I send you the message between it, I say, hey, I don't care if they use this information or not. I know that I'm good because I gave it to you. Because I'm trying to help. If you have a problem and I have a solution and I give you the solution and you don't use the solution, I don't care.
And I get that. But if I don't use the solution, right, I may not think that's the solution. So my point is saying it's the solution according to you.
Yes, but I guess what makes that a negative connotation is like, I feel like the implication is...
You haven't let me give you the negative connotation because you keep...
what I got from I got negative from it.
The negative connotation is it's a standard that, one, people don't care to live up to, or two, people are literally incapable of living up to. So it's almost like you give the information to put them on a level that they may not even want to be on or may be capable of being on. It's kind of like, you remember how I used to always be like, a nigga do this, I don't fuck with him no more. I don't care if it's my brother, I don't care if it's my sister, I don't care. I had to bend that. I had to come back a little bit on that because I had to realize, and this is something that you need to realize, you know it, but you don't put it into use. Is that motherfuckers can't live up to the standard that you have for yourself, or that you even have for them, or that you even have for human beings on a basic level.
That's why
most people can't live up to that.
I don't like the phrase standard, because I'm not asking anyone to live up to anything.
No, you're not asking them. You're noticing that they don't.
Yes,
I do it too. But my point is, we look down on them whether you want to admit it or not. We look down on them when they don't live up to a basic, simple, easy standard.
Only.
It's also why you're so hard on women.
Only if I see that you have residual problems because of it. All right, I want to go to the movies. You can't go to the movies because you sick. Hey, here's a remedy to cure your sickness.
Okay.
Fuck that remedy, I'm good. Okay, now I can't go to the movies because you can't come. That is my level of investment.
Got it.
If me and you ain't going nowhere and you sick and I give you the remedy and you go, yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck about your remedy, I won't even respond.
Right. Okay.
Because I done my part. I don't need you to live up to anything to me. Right, let me finish. And the issue, when I share with the wonderful ladies and the women we have out here, is because I see your pain, I see your cryings, I see your upsetness. That is linked to this. Until you realize you have to fix this before it fixes that, you're not gonna deal with your sickness and crying. So if you don't care and you would like to continue to sick and cry, fine. But when you then push your sick and crying upon me as if I should take this into consideration of how I do something for you or treat you or deal with you, that's a problem to me. Because you're ignoring a cure to continue to be taken care of.
You know a big difference between me and you?
This is an example of recording for 4 days straight, nigga. Nigga's like, you know what? Let's argue on this one.
This is good conversation to me,
I love it, baby. Come on.
All right. Because because people like to think we agree on everything.
That's
Them
why
two
I like
niggas love to just agree on everything. Them niggas.
That's why I like it.
All right. This is a difference between me and you. And you're going to disagree with me. But it's a difference between me and you.
The nigga done set the table.
Is that.
Don't set my table.
I think that I'm right when I talk. Okay, You think that you were right when you talk, and I can prove to you that this is true, even though you won't accept it. But that's irrelevant.
You did it again. It's irrelevant. Why you keep saying it?
Is that I understand that I could be wrong. and you don't.
I can see where you will get that from, but that's not how it is. Genuinely, I like to shoot high percentages. So if I'm going to talk and defend something, it's because I'm sure that I can back up and defend it. Last night, we was having a conversation about Apple Card cashback. And I was telling you, you sent me something, and I said, no, you're wrong. And then you showed me where you were right. And then I said, well, it must be stupid me because I was doing this based on this entire time. That's why I had that so readily available to give to you, because I've been doing it this specific way. So I'm certain. And then you'll give me common sense. Like, nah, you know they're gonna do it like this. Right. And I keep going, yeah, I must be wrong. I didn't say, nah, nigga, fuck what you talking about. I know what it is. No, I'm willing to believe what I thought was wrong, but I want you to know why I thought it was right.
Okay, and I respect that. I respect that. This is the reason why I disagree in a whole, though, is because me and you had a conversation before where we was talking, and I was talking about the things that we say and the things that we do and the things that we, like, how we carry ourselves. And you know me, I think we right like a motherfucker.
Come on, baby.
But I always leave a caveat to say, but I understand we may be wrong, and you kept disagreeing with me. And my point of saying, because remember what I said?
What we were talking about.
No, this is what we were talking about. I'm glad I remember. We was talking about how everybody else delusional as fuck, and they think that they somebody that they not, and we see it and we like, man, it's obvious that you. And I was like, all right, and we know we're not that. I get that, right? But I also say, but we could be wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Because I look at you and I see you're oblivious to it, and I understand that I am a human. I may too be oblivious to it as well. I'm 100% sure that I'm not, but I can completely understand how I could be wrong. And I remember you saying, no, I know I'm not wrong.
Again, when you see me defend something, it's specifics.
Right.
I don't defend overall, because I know overall it can be anything. I was talking about how we present ourselves, and I go, you said we could be wrong, and I go, no, because the things that we're presenting is only the things we know we're right, and the things we don't know we're right on, we always say, well, shit, I don't know, like, believe what you want. But the things we're certain on is the things I stand on.
Again, I do too. I do too.
That's back to that argument.
Like we were saying, like basic principles of the raw hype, like how we say the ways to keep yourself happy and stuff. Like we give advice like you just can't be giving a fuck about everybody. And people think that's bad advice. Like people think you should love everyone and you should care about everyone. You feel what I'm saying? So I look at it like y'all are clearly wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
But you could be right. Because if you're over there winning,
that's what I mean about the whole thing.
And we always be on the same page.
Respect.
It's when we get to specifics. I'm talking about this remedy to cure and get this mucus up out your body.
Right.
That's not me trying to get you on my level.
I'm not saying that you're not right. I'm saying that a person don't want that information. And the reason that a person don't want that information is because they, like how you said, you want to go to the movies, I give you the remedy to not be sick no more, and then you don't get, you don't take it, and now we can't go to the movies. I look at that as you didn't want to go to the movies.
See, and
that's also where me and you different. But I even stole some of that from you of like because it wasn't like I stole it from you. It was us bouncing ideas off each other so much. Because I come up with something that I think is a fact and I'll present it to you. I'll give it to you and I say, like when I first started saying women don't give a fuck about nothing except for how they feel. It was like, all right, I got the big package for you and I'm gonna bring it to you and I'm gonna give it to you. And you was just like, yeah, I feel this way. Like I legitimately feel this way. I get what you're saying. I've always felt that way, and you're saying it in a way where I can put it in a bow to say, yeah, I agree with that. So I take that, and then I even moved it along further, and I started saying, well, since that is certain stuff that you need to do for a woman, and certain stuff that you give a woman a pass for, and then you was just like, yep, that's also something that I had been saying because it was on some, you think I'm doing something for this reason, but I'm doing it for this reason, but that's because you don't understand. You feel what I'm saying?
So that's my thing. I don't want you to get on my level. I am aware of whatever level you on or whatever level I'm on. I'm giving you information I know is useful to you. And if you don't want it, fine.
But you do want them to utilize it.
I want everyone to utilize it.
That's my point.
But that's the same point of me wanting to help everyone, and I want everyone else to want to help everyone.
That's how I know I'm guilty of what we're saying here. I do want you to be on my level. But the difference between it is you give a fuck a little bit more than me, and it's because you have more hope and faith in humanity than I do.
But why am I being? But I'm
not saying it's negative. It's negative to me.
It felt negative.
It's negative to me because
like you're wasting that energy and that.
That's why it's negative to me. And
like that's why it makes me angry.
I'm not finna try to talk you into going to the movies because you shown me you didn't want to go to the movies, and you'll still get in the benefit of that. Like, no, they want to go to the movies because they kept saying they want to go to the movies, and it's like I know they believe in their heart that they want to go to the movies. Just because you believe in your heart you want to go to the movies, you're not convincing me. You're lying to yourself. Your actions let me know that you don't want to go to the movies, even if you believe that you want to go to the movies. That's how deep thought is.
Yes.
If you really start to understand thought and how shit people work, like,
and a lot of times when you can know what a person, like you just said, you can know what a person wants through what they're saying.
Yes.
My thing is, if you think you're fooling me, let me give you what you need to be whole. So then you have to look the decision in the face.
I get that.
So now here's the remedy. Do you not want to be sick? No. Oh, you do want to be sick. Okay, so then you didn't want to go to the movies. So why did you use sickness as the front? Because here's the cure for the sickness.
See, I don't usually give people shit like that because people do shit like this. This nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. And the reason that I know that, again, I'm so glad you know how we say we be bringing shit back together, back around? Baby. And that comes from customer service, right? All right, I'm working at the T-Mobile store. Somebody get in their car, they drive to the T-Mobile store, they ask me a question, and then after I answer the question, they tell me I'm wrong, right? And I'm like, human beings will get in their car, not know the answer to something, drive to a person that they know the answer to it. When the person give them the answer, they look them in the face and say, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Getting that example so many times, it's like, I'm good.
You lose faith in humanity.
Yes. And it's like, I'm good on giving you this information because most of the time when you give somebody some information, especially when it's like common knowledge to you, it's information that people don't already have, they look at you like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, or you don't know what the fuck you talking about. It's like, to me, it's American, and I can only say American, it's American human nature to assume that somebody that's a regular person to you don't know what the fuck they talking about. And it's crazy because we both know that's true.
Yes.
But don't apply it to me.
No.
But due to the fact that I know people will apply it to me, I'm not telling them shit. I wish you the best, nigga. Like that ass.
My Adrian this morning, we was in the bed and she asked me like a bunch of questions and I answered them for her. She's like, man, Daddy, you know everything. I was like, no, the hell I don't.
Right.
She's like, no, you know everything. I asked you this. I said, I don't know everything. I know a lot.
Right.
That's why I'm able to share the information with you. I can't. Back to this level shit, I don't need for you to get on my level, cause you know what I'm saying? Whatever level that may be. And again, I know you don't mean level per se, but you mean like level of consciousness, level of awareness.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I mean.
I don't need you to get there if you don't care about getting there or you don't care about the information.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt you one more time. I disagree with you again because I know me and you are the same in this way, right? Is that our lives and our experience on Earth will be way better if you did get on this level. So I really do want you to. I just know it's not going to happen, and we accept it in different ways. Like, I accept it like, man, well, fuck them. They ain't never going to get on my level. And you accept it like, they ain't not going to get on our level, but I did my part. And I don't like that you do your part, and I don't like doing my part. Because I'm like, man, let's do something else. You feel me? Because I even saying with you, I'm like,
let's just watch them burn.
Because even when you tell me shit all the time, and I give you one of two answers. I don't give a fuck, or you don't know what the fuck you talking about. It's literally the same answer as every other nigga. They don't want to know some shit.
But I know you listen, because sometimes you double back doing the thing. And anytime you mention it, I slip in and I was like, hey, don't forget that was me, nigga, because you done shit in my face so much when you use the thing you shit on before. I need you to know, hey,
see, sometimes you take credit for things that I came up with on my own, though, man.
You can't, but
I give you a lot of credit. Like fasting, 1,000%.
No, listen, I know some of the things I've said to you that you've brushed off or negatively said, who gives a fuck? So when you double back with it on some like, oh, this is this, and I go, oh, yeah? Don't you remember that?
I give you credit when this happens.
You do, but I have to keep doing it.
No, that's not true. That is not true. That is not true, man.
Listen, man.
I just give you your credit when you write. You think you write all the damn time. I just give you your credit when you write because...
But when you've seen me be wrong and accept my wrong.
I have seen you be wrong and fight it to the death more often than I've seen you accept it.
But see, and that's my problem. Those wrongs may be opinion wrongs, and that shouldn't go in the fact wrong chamber. There's certain things...
We live in a world of opinions that we think are facts, though.
See, now you're going deeper and deeper. See, this how deep this nigga go.
But it's
don't
true.
Go so deep,
you know me and you live it. Like even how we say women don't give a fuck about nothing but their feelings. To me, that's a fact.
But ultimately, it's not.
That's what.
Yes.
That's why I say we be on the same page.
But
we comprehend that we could be wrong. That's what I mean by saying it's an opinion, but to me, it's a fact. You feel what I'm saying?
And so back to these beautiful women that we love so much.
Right.
The reason they bother me is because you're crying over something you shouldn't be. So now you clearly want to cry, but you're presenting as if you don't, and you would like for this to stop. Well, you're not stopping it, so you clearly want it.
See, that's because you're looking from a place of logic. Women do not, man, I hate that we say this kind of stuff and it comes off as misogynistic, but it's not.
They don't have
Women do not live in a place of logic.
They don't.
Women have logic. They have a lot of logic. Let somebody else do something.
Women, it's like also having a lot of money in Sonic. Like, it is money, but what the fuck you gonna do? I ain't gonna use it.
Let your brother do something to you. They can have a conversation about how this nigga wrong and how he did this and how you fucked up if you do some shit like that, and they will completely comprehend it. The reason they don't comprehend it with his deal is because the emotion outweighs the logic. They have logic when you remove emotion.
One of the books that we're writing right now, they have a character in it that's dealing with the overarching theme of the book. Essentially, is dealing with your choices and like putting them in choices that they have to make that are extreme choices, right. But you have to live with the decision because that's the life people live in. They think they don't have to live in the world of the decisions that they created.
It's why it baffles me when I see these young rappers rapping about people that they killed in real life.
Like, you think no one cares? Like, and I always say with that same example, I always say, what if you make a dope ass song about killing my homeboy? I can't dance and enjoy it like everybody else. Right. I gotta go do something because I want to hear that song.
Yeah, like that's why we say like the 90s was the golden era of rap. It's like, yes, these niggas was coming up with stories. These new niggas are just telling what happened.
These niggas was creative writing. These niggas is recollecting.
These niggas is making a journal. Popped the nigga 6 times. Nigga cried before he died.
It was right under the dollar menu sign. Right by over there on 9 Street. Right next to, it's like, nigga, go by this location. This is the location he popped that nigga at. Nigga doing snaps about you killing the nigga.
So I'm like, I look at it from a standpoint of, hey man, I ain't gonna say nothing good or bad about y'all. Yo boys, y'all do y'all thing.
Do y'all thing, baby.
But I definitely look at it like, man, I don't feel like you guys are trying to get away with these crimes. And just like from a standpoint of, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it because they are two different statements, okay? No matter what y'all have done in y'all's life, I do not like to see young black men in jail. You smell what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm one of those people that I really do look at crime as in,
stop doing it.
Yes.
But then we got to look at the crackers that's making it to where they have to do it. Look at,
yes.
We about to segue into our sponsored segment. So, let's clean it up. But the metaverse. If you got money in the real world, you can then buy things in the metaverse, which then enables people to do shit now to make more money because you don't need to only compete in your real world. You got to go compete in the new world that they make.
They saying that from a corporation standpoint, the point of the metaverse is for you to go into the metaverse and buy all the shit that you didn't buy in real life. Like you buy a car, you buy a house, you buy a TV.
So you got the same food. Shoes on in real life and your avatar wearing the same shoes in there.
It's literally the exact same reason with me and you said we're not playing 2K no more. It's like, man, these niggas want you to pay too much to play.
Just to play.
I'm like, and they want you to be on there 24/7. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more.
These companies, like you go buy a pair of Nikes and it's like buy one, get metaverse version free.
And like I said, we was talking about, I think it was with LeVar, how they trying to monetize everything. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to monetize like your fun. They're trying to monetize everything.
Yes. You trying to monetize niggas' fun. That's disgusting. But yeah.
How much fun you want to have, nigga? Shit, nigga, I want to have a good time. Well, it's going to cost you.
Let's go buy shit in the back. Well, speaking of.
Like, the shit crazy.
Shout out to the sponsors. Let me. I told y'all about Elevation, right? We told them about Elevation. We told them that this year the Raw Hype is taking new steps on into new ways, new journeys, and new plateaus. And one of the easiest, best, and quick ways for you to get there is with this new device.
The Oculus Rift 2.
Come on. So y'all know it's something in there.
I've been an Oculus fan for a very long time.
I've been an Oculus fan for 24 hours.
No, you've been an Oculus fan forever too. We used to have a Samsung Oculus joint.
You keep saying that, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think these are the same things. But you're telling me it is. But, the experience that I had on this.
They're the same.
Again, hopefully, I might post a couple pictures.
If you have the Oculus account, you can log into these. Like, I'm telling you, they the same. You know your dog, no.
I know you know. That's why I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
What I like and don't like at the same time, or what... I guess we should say that after this beautiful ad from our wonderful sponsor. They're getting a Raw Hype ad, man.
Yeah, I'm smoking.
I don't like how they trying to put... You have to use your Facebook account.
I hate it.
Or in order to play.
But Facebook bought Oculus.
Absolutely. You gonna use us.
Yeah.
But, man, I don't like it. But
I don't like that.
I like the Oculus.
Yeah, the shit dope.
Man, we had some fun last night, man. We was, cause him and my family and his family was scared. But I was in there. I was fighting Rhino, man. I was playing Creed, the game in there. This big mammoth of a man, yo, in the ring, in the square circle. And I had these two in my hand,
I'm finna see if he tell the truth.
And what happened? Okay, I'm going to tell the real truth.
He wasn't going to tell it.
First, I knocked Rhino down. I think you got it on tape, but I had a genuine... real world response to knocking this dude down. You know? I was like, yeah, bitch, get up. And then that nigga knocked me the fuck out, right? And
that man was in there boxing. He got his ass whooped so bad. He snatched the headset off and went and got a snack. That nigga snatched the headset off, breathing hard, looking pissed off. He came back a few seconds later. He was like chewing. He was like, I was like, damn, that boy whooped your ass so bad. You had to go get you, motherfucker. What was some Fritos and shit?
Damn Fritos. But no, he's right. But the dude knocked me out, right? And this was what also give credit to the Oculus. I was in the space, yo.
Yeah, that was
He knocked me out. It was nothing but like little stars and shit. I was in the galaxy.
I asked him, I was like, man, when you punch, is there any kind of delay? He said, nah, it's just like you punching, dog. I was like, for real?
Man, I was
like, man, can you block? He was like, oh, no, it was a brawl. He said it was a brawl.
I was just throwing and dunking. But like, I told you, man, I was tired as hell. It's a full workout. You was in a full fight without getting hit.
It was so crazy because you took him off the first time. You said, I see how this finna take over the world.
I did,
I was like, damn, for real? He's like, yeah. But that's what they finna do, man. They finna lock us in these virtual worlds, man. And it's crazy because people might hear what we're saying and be like, it's gonna be a long time from now. Or they might hear what we're saying and say, it's not gonna be me. It's like, no, you gotta get down. You gotta get down.
If you get one of these Oculuses and you open that bad boy up and you go in there and you get to that little main menu area, you know exactly what they got planned for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, it's so beautiful. And hey, like I told him, and I'm gonna say it again, shout out to the Oculus, is you can't really explain what you're seeing and what you're experiencing. You have to experience it.
I need to figure out how to record it and stuff, man.
That's genius.
Yeah, it is.
So how is it? Is it fun? Is it dope? Man, I was fighting this dude boxing.
Yeah, okay, I still haven't played that.
Does his hands move the same? Oh, you was telling me you was playing The Walking Dead.
Dope.
See what I'm
like
saying?
You can literally reach up like this and grab a backpack, and then look inside the backpack, grab a bandage, and grab the bandage and wrap your hand up from bleeding, or get some food and then put it to your mouth, and you'll hear the voice like, huh. Before you even start, it lets you pick your skin tone. Like, it don't even show you like no hands or nothing. It just tell you to pick a skin tone and got a bunch of colors there. It looks very, elementary. But so I pick a skin tone, and then when I'm looking at no bullshit, since the skin tone is on point, it made me really say, are those my hands? No bullshit. And that's weird.
And then there's so much, man. Again, it's so much that you have to experience. That's what I'm saying. What we were saying is because we experienced the VR before.
I had the Oculus. I got the PlayStation VR. I'm getting a PlayStation VR too.
You did have a PlayStation VR.
Yeah, I always have been fascinated with 3D and virtual reality.
What I like about this, though, like we said, it's crisper.
Yeah, it's definitely crisp.
So any other VR experience you had, this one is like
better.
the better.
And the controllers are nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
Man. I was dope. My lady said maybe 16 times.
Yeah.
Well, let's get one. I want one.
Yeah.
Let's get one.
They was talking about they were going on vacation. Then everybody in the family was like, I'd rather have this. I was like, boy, this is strange.
We wake up this morning, we checking prices, and she's like, man, see, I don't really want to spend this. Like, we could just get the Oculus and like go there in the metaverse. And I'm like, see what they doing to y'all, man?
It is crazy because all it is a normal virtual reality experience. But the whole time we was over there, me and you and her, we all kept calling it the metaverse. It's like they didn't already train.
Yeah. Shit. It's almost like Q-tips. You know, Q-tips is the what
That's
you call
a brand.
it? Yes, it's a brand.
I always
it's not
say
the
that
name
about
of the
Q-tips
thing.
and jacuzzis. Like jacuzzis.
Oh, it's a hot tub.
Yeah, it's a hot tub. But you doing stuff like, hey, I want a jacuzzi. But yeah,
they brand in our minds, and then
like calling the hotel, it got a jacuzzi over there. It has a hot tub.
I don't want that. I'm gonna go there over there to Holiday Inn. They got a hot jacuzzi over there. But no. Again, how they cheating too is they putting you straight into your Facebook world. So they have a world that already exists for you.
Yep.
So you
and they know what the fuck you be looking at all the time.
Exactly. So they know what to show you.
I don't like that. I really don't.
Man,
bro.
listen, he went with the shit. I logged out on my phone. He's like, man, I can't log out of your shit. I was like, well, I logged out on my phone. So how the fuck y'all logged in on the shit that's connected to the phone, but I'm logged out on the phone? Come on, guys. Y'all doing some trickery. But not these guys here. Not Oculus. So if you want to go out there.
That's specifically what you're referring to.
Not Oculus. If you want to go out there and get you one of these Oculus Quest 2.
I'm sorry, that's a real review. It's dope, but this is how it makes me feel.
I feel like we're getting our MKBHD on.
Shout out to MKBHD,
shout
man.
him out, man. But no, if you want to get your Oculus, we only play with it for like a couple hours or so.
Right. We should start reviewing stuff like MKBHD, but like this.
Like the real way.
That would be dope.
This a real ad.
Nobody make no reviews like this.
Telling you.
Nobody. That's what you have to do if you want to get into like the YouTube scene now. You got to really do something that nobody else doing.
You got to be yourself, original.
Think if we was dropping tech stuff every single day and we was talking about tech. And you know me and you were right behind me. Mm-hmm. I know tech.
Yeah, we know it enough to participate.
Oh, for sure.
But this is what I'm saying about what mid-ad.
And I buy enough.
In the middle of the ad, I was like, man, they getting a Raw Hype review.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do this when I get the MacBook.
Woo!
Yeah, we're going to review the MacBook.
All right, let's go, Apple.
Yeah, we're going to start reviewing stuff, bro.
We can always get shit.
Stop buying shit if y'all not finna talk about it. That's what need to be our new slogan. Like, for real.
If y'all gonna buy it, talk about it then.
Y'all gonna buy it, we're gonna talk about it. That's a good idea. Because we can literally do like we did right now, just incorporate it into the podcast, be like, because we tell them too, like, we got something dope. When we got dope stocks, we talk about it. When we got dope shit, yeah, man, we got to do that. Like, sometimes I feel like people be thinking I be trying to shit on them. I'm like, man, I don't feel that way. I'm just in love with, like, technology.
And you would like other people to experience it, right?
For sure.
So that's Rebel, nigga. I just want you to be dealing happier than you are, and this can help.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want to use it, then you don't want to be happy. So now I don't care about your happiness. So now when you come to me like, hey, how you think about that? I don't give a fuck. Oh, you mean? I'm not mean. I know you don't care, so I'm not finna act like I care when I know you don't care.
That's true.
Sorry, man. That's why I get labeled.
It's, man.
What you were saying though? Your lady was saying what?
Oh, she was saying that she was like, you bought me a phone like not long after meeting me. And y'all, you know that I'm not that type of nigga.
Because you're like, man,
but I'm just like, you can't be using that shit, man.
You can't be messaging me with that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I got shit laying around that's better than that. Like, I'm not even
That's a fact.
That's exactly what I did. I just gave her a phone that was laying around this motherfucker.
Fact.
Like, no
shit,
bullshit.
the one VR I had was because you had that headset just laying around.
No bullshit.
I was like, hey, let me play with that.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Now that the kids are gone, how's the porn on there?
Man, I only got to watch a little bit, man. Oh. Yeah, but I'm gonna do
it. Wait a minute. A little bit ain't enough.
Nah, I'm talking about all day event, man. But it reminded me of how it used to be on the Samsung, which is a great experience, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like, you in the VR world and the bitches just seem like giants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Meg the Stallion looking bitches.
Like 30 feet whole. But it feel real.
Bitch, your breast big as a building in this world.
It feel real, but the whole be 30 feet. So it's really weird. But yeah, I'm going to tell my short, I'm going to say, look, man, I want to have like a threesome. It's really just you, but I want to have like a threesome. You got to be both of these hoes. You smell? Like, you can't be, it's not even you and another hoe. You got to be both of them hoes, two different hoes.
I need some schizophrenic ass right now, baby.
I need a metaverse of pussy. You smell me? I'm gonna be the first stand-up comedian in the metaverse, bro.
You did say that.
I'm about to buy me a little piece of property, and then I'm gonna just stand out there. You know how you go to New Orleans, people be out there playing the trumpet like, and then they be like all gold, like a statue and shit.
Put some coin.
And then they like a statue, and then you walk by and they be like, they be like, then they pop off their hat and you throw a quarter in that bitch, man. That's how I'm gonna be in the metaverse. I'm gonna just be there telling jokes 24/7. Jokes, nigga.
Walking. Oh, look, my nigga just walked in. Hey, how you feel outside there?
Where are my broke people at? Nigga, I'm so broke.
I came into the metaverse and got stuck.
I keep declaring my card every time I try to go home. See my wife in months.
He's like, no, you're here to stay.
Yeah, man.
But shout out to Oculus, man. Go get one. I guess I'll have to go get one.
I don't know how long we've been going, man, but I gotta watch the Rams game, man.
What time is that?
It started 3.
3?
Yeah.
So it's already on?
Yeah, that's Tom Brady.
Oh, well, here we go. So throw on the Oculus beat, man. Let's get up out of here.
All right, man.
Shout out to the Raw Hype, man. Women, we're going to have an episode, but we're trying to refrain from talking too deep about women because I want to talk to an actual woman, right? So if you want to come on the Raw Hype and talk about the relationship between men and women, hit us up and we'll vet you. We don't just want some upset you.
And that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was real. I want to have that conversation, man, because there's too much barriers here. There's too much back and forth of unnecessariness, man.
No, that's real. I want to talk to him.
No, we'll talk to him. Come on, the Raw Hype. Hit us up. Is the metaverse? You can meet me in real life or the metaverse.
Yeah.
If you ain't got one, I bet it hurts. Hope you don't die. Hop in the hearse before you play one first. Metaverse. I ain't never ever met a verse that I didn't spit. I never met a bitch that I didn't get. Sound a little cocky a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can do that when you don't got a little dick. Talk that. Hey, shorties be calling me back. I be like, this real life. She's like, when you hopping back in the fake one.
Ooh.
I got a real gun and a fake one. Which one you trying to get hit from?
Which one you trying to get hit from? I switch guns. I got 6 guns. But in VR, I shoot up your car. They can't run that far. Look, I'm talking dicks. My mind's small. I'd be truth be told, it really hurts. But I'm a 15-incher in the metaverse.
I mean, my dick just be swinging just like the vines be. Which reminds me, if you come out here, your spine be crushed, cause I got the same 15 out here. I bought.
Hey, but truth be told, those was jokes. I just had to get them out for all of you folks. Because I'm large in the metaverse, I'm large in reality. I pull the pants down and won't no bitch challenge me.
Swim my dick in the metaverse, my girl mad at me. I say what you do in the verse stays in the verse. Please don't make me put that in the verse. I got a lot of things to say, hope you understand. We in the metaverse, a whole different land. We put on that Oculus, that headband, and it makes us do whatever our head can. I was in the stars, I was chilling off with the cars. I was in the flying car, I pull up in Mars. They know who we are, them niggas who always got them bars. Them 2 rapping ass nigga, rapping and got us far.
Rapping and rapping, I'm talking clapping and clapping. Them niggas laying on the ground and then they wonder what happened. And I ain't scrapping with niggas. Said I'm gonna pull out the 9 every time I'm in the metaverse and shooting at spines. I'm like, damn. You got a girl, I be like, yeah, but I'm in the metaverse cause I'm single in there. And I be hollering at hoes and I be having menages and they be giving massages. I just charge the card with Bitcoin. Some shit I be buying, I lose money, we call that shit coin. I'm like, damn, man. They really do call it shit.
Hey, go and get you an Oculus.
Yeah.
Do not bother the competitors, the opposite.
The B had to stop, man.
I know, man. Shout out to the Raw Hype, man. Shout out to the Raw Hype, and shout out to Oculus for hooking us up, man. Send us another Oculus, man. We need 2. There's 2 people on this show. You can't send 1 item.
If you got 2 Oculuses, can y'all go to the same place?
Yes, you can.
For real?
Boston was telling me how he was in clubs and shit with other people he know, because once it's like 2K. If you on that server,
right,
you can get in wherever they getting in at.
That shit crazy.
That's the new way to talk and meet and socialize.
I want to open up a Dunkin' Donuts off of that bitch.
They probably already did. We got to open up something
But you can
else.
franchise one, bro, just like in the real world.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Like you can go franchise a digital Dunkin' Donuts because the price is cheaper.
I got another chance. I'm going to make sure I don't fuck up my metaverse credit. My metaverse credit finna be good,
Hey,
bro.
my real life fucked up, but my metaverse life.
50, bro.
Man, nigga, I'm finna be a mogul in there.
Nah, for real. I'm going to be somebody, man.
I'm be the first nigga selling cans and shit in the metaverse, yo.
I'm gonna be selling Coke up in that motherfucker. Hey, nigga, I got that girl and that boy.
And that digital. How does that work?
Oh no, man.
What if you're a dope dealer in the metaverse?
That nigga Jim Carrey was talking about, he said they gonna have these self-driving cars, and he said then they gonna be like, they ain't gonna have no steering wheel in it. And when you got like a warrant for your arrest, that bitch gonna drive you to the police station. I was like, man, hey, you know Jim Carrey be on that other shit. Yeah.
I think say that other shit.
Like that shit that make you say, man, is he right? He said that shit to scare you too if he right.
And you know what's crazy though? Like a white man like Jim Carrey, like he gets credit and gets credit removed. Like he'll get credit on some, man, that's Jim Carrey, man. He be knowing. Then you also get Jim Carrey crazy as hell. You see this movie?
That's why I love it. That's why I love it.
Perfect conduit.
Yeah, because even some of the deep shit he say, it make you say, man, he crazy. Like no bullshit, because you got to be a little crazy to be able to think like that. I'm like, damn, that's deep. And then you got to be a little crazy to be Jim Carrey in the movies.
And you got to be a little crazy to be Jim Carrey.
Alrighty then. But yeah, man.
But no, all right, man. It's Jim Carrey crazy, I guess.
I fuck with Jim Carrey.
I fuck with Jim Carrey too. And I fuck with Jim Carrey because people may think I'm crazy.
Yes. I like that he always thinking.
Yes.
I like that shit.
I may be wrong, but hey, I'm going to think strong.
Yeah, like I said, when he said that shit about the cars, I was just like, man, I hope he not right, but what else gonna happen? Like, why wouldn't that exact thing happen?
Come on, now they lock your doors in.
Yeah, like they said, you do an ancestral DNA test and you didn't murder somebody, they got your DNA, they come arrest your ass. They use that shit to combat crime all the time.
All the time, so they lock him in. Either they driving you there or they coming to you. All right, just hold tight. The police on their way. Nigga, let me get out this car. Actually, nigga, you're not getting out this car.
I mean, we can just shoot a gas into the car to make you pass.
We're about to put in a little gas. You're about to be perfectly fine. You'll sleep and you'll wake up at your destination. Please do not be alarmed.
That motherfucker fill the car with anesthesia. You just wake up in a jail cell and shit. like for real.
Like, how you get here? Tesla.
That's very scary to think about.
That's the biggest part of why I don't want to relinquish life to the digital.
Yes.
Because the digital, you've seen it before, man. I got a smart house. A nigga who can hack my house if he really want me can lock me in.
Yeah. I seen somebody on a TikTok video that somebody had took over their crib. It's like, your husband's not here.
See what I'm saying?
Like,
nigga can come over your Google shit, start talking crazy.
I didn't know what time your husband leave because he been watching for 2 weeks.
Yes.
We know he went to work. We heard you talking about it.
The ring left showed him walking out.
Like,
we got the friends, the Find My Friends on his app. We know exactly where the fuck he is.
I told my daughter that yesterday talking about having big friend groups. I said, how we vote in America. Like half the people want this president, half the people want that president. I said, the reason you can't have a big friend group is because you can't put a bunch of humans in the same room and they all get along with each other. That's just how humans work. Like I said, the pandemic was the last straw for me. I don't know who right, I don't know who wrong, but when people started dying, so they say, I hate to be that guy, but when people started dying from the pandemic and whatnot, the fact that we couldn't agree on what we should do about it let me know that humans, at least Americans, could never get along.
But it was worldly. So the point on that also is like there's literally, this is an example of a possibility of hope, and the hope got smashed immediately. Dog, it was shit we never seen with old extinct animals coming back to life. Like, oh shit, you exist?
Yeah.
But it's like, and they're like, oh, no,
it's because
fuck that.
we be in different dimensions, man.
All sharing Earth.
Yeah.
But all right, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the Raw Hype, man. We did a hell of a recording this week, man.
Man, this is the most we ever recorded in this period.
All the next shows y'all about to hear for the next month.
They've been recorded.
They've been recorded.
Recorded.
Anything y'all get that's popping, it'll be like a remote shit that we did because it's important.
Yeah, but no bullshit. We put in some work.
But hey, listen, before y'all go, any women out here that want to come and have a conversation about women, not defend women or defame men, have a conversation about men and women, hit up the rawhype.com, hit us up on Patreon, hit us up on IG, hit us up wherever the fuck you want to hit us up on so we can have this conversation, baby.
Why?
How you raw hype, but we raw hype responsibly.
Ooh.